Welcome to Justice Now, and you're part of the Tips for Black Workers series, and this video is part 28, and that is protecting your contribution. Protecting your contribution. What does that mean? Well, every day when you go into work, you are contributing something. You're contributing labor. You're contributing ideas. You're contributing strategies to how to work more efficiently. You're contributing resources. So you're always contributing something that is a direct investment into the company in hopes for the greater good of operations within that company. So what tends to happen, because I had mentioned in video 27, the workplace operates much like a military operation. You need to closely guard your contributions, and you also need to defend your contributions. Over the course of my career, I've had come across people who have stolen my credit, stolen my contribution, taken ideas that I've mentioned and cloaked it as their own ideas. And I've seen it happen time after time. So I'll give you some examples of how this could be done. Say if you're in a workplace mobbing situation, you contribute an idea and nothing is said, or you are disparaged against with a snarky remark by either the co-workers and or managers or both. But another co-worker says your same exact idea, and they are heralded for that contribution, even though it's not theirs. And even though they did not create that idea, they're heralded for it. So I've been in that type of situation. I've been in another situation where, say, you're in a staff meeting, and you're listening to what others are saying, and then you say softly to yourself, "Oh, that sounds like planned ignoring," and then all of a sudden, the person that's right next to you, your coworker, says, "Yes, yes. So in that case, we should be using planned ignoring." Now, you know that this person did not just say this. They heard you say it, but then they are treating it like they're the ones that came up with the idea when they did not. I'll give you a third example. A third example was when I was requesting help from another colleague. This was when I was at the workplace where I was getting mobbed at, where I was targeted. And so I remember I was asking a colleague about how else to go about with the situation. And then I was told, like I had told the colleague the steps that I had already taken. Well, the supervisor was passing by, and the colleague then switched it around, restating to me the steps that I had taken, and said, "Yeah, I think that I would recommend that." And I'm like, "But wait a second, what kind of bait and switch is this? I just told you the strategies that I've done. Why are you telling me the strategies back to me as if you're telling me how to handle the situation? You haven't answered the question." But yeah, so these are different ways of how people can try and steal your contributions from you. So here are some tips on how to protect and defend your contributions. Make sure that you put it in writing. Make sure you put it in writing. So send it by email and send it way in advance. Do not need to let anybody know about the fact that you're sending it in advance. Just do it in advance and say nothing until you bring it up at a staff meeting. The other thing that you could also do is, say if you're fairly new, is bring it up at the staff meeting so that everybody who is there is aware of who had made that contribution. I say do that in the earlier portions because, say, if you become a target of mobbing, it's going to be invalidated and your credit's going to be stolen. And then that's when I'd say revert to using the email method. So it's date and time stamped, and that it's definitely stated that you've put this idea together. So yeah, that's what I have for this particular video. And stay tuned for more. If you have any experiences, please share, like, subscribe, and stay tuned.